Well, hello, and first of all, I'm really sorry I've been away so long. If I knew I was going to be away so long, I would have said something. I would have told you, guys, I need a little time off. I got to step back, do other things, something like that. It didn't happen that way. I just got really busy, and I kept thinking every week, I better make a video this week, but every week has just been so busy, busy, busy. Good busy. We're all fine. Um, I don't know why, but I've got a lot of ghostwriting jobs just recently. Ghostwriting jobs for academics, Japanese academics who want to publish their ideas in international journals, and they need a little help to write them out.
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
No offense taken, Norm. You're actually not wrong. And I hurt my knee in a little accident, and it still really hurts. Otherwise, we'd probably have made our spring Mount Heba trip already, but I need more time to heal. And it wasn't even a cool accident, or I'd tell you about it. It was just a dumb accident that any dummy could have, so never mind, but I do need time to get my knee back in order. And then I'll come right back as fast as I can and pester you for gas money, and then we'll go back to Mount Heba. Okay? But last month, my friend Yuki and I, you remember Yuki, here we are in lovely Japan. I'll zoom in down to Fukuyama City. I can see my house. And on this day, we were going to the tip of this peninsula here, right? And the challenge was to get back in there because what's back there is Bingo Muro Bingo Muro Castle. Bingo being, that was the name for the ancient province that was here, this eastern half of now Hiroshima Prefecture. It was Bingo Province. Muro means like a private hall or a private chamber. A judge says, "Counselor, I'll see you in my chambers," like a private study or chamber. So I guess the lord of the castle had a private study chamber there. Bingo Muro Castle. If you've never heard of it, don't feel bad. Nobody's ever heard of it. People who live in this town, this wee fishing town down here, they've never heard of it. But it's on the database, so we know it's there. And I've spent 4 years trying to get to it. All right, what do we know about this Bingo Muro Castle? Well, we know it was here in 1336. At that time, the lord of the castle was Norimitsu Imagawa. And that's all we know. No idea how old the castle is, only that it was here in 1336. So it's probably older than that. The castle was abandoned before 1626 because by then a 5-story pagoda stood on its site. So that must have been some kind of Shinto shrine or Buddhist temple. And as we so often see, the religious people seize these castle sites and megalithic sites too and reuse them and often destroy them. But there's no temple or shrine or anything there now. It's all long gone. All right, so that's all we know. Oh, one more thing. The castle database says it's inaccessible. There aren't even any photos of the top of the castle or the walls because, you see, it's ringed all around by private property. Up here in the north, you've got these houses all around it. And to the east and to the south, you have the sea with sharks. And in the west, some of these locals have put up armored gardens. Yeah, armored against wild boar, illegal gardens with lots of sheet metal plating and nets, and it's just awful. and they all seem to be decades old and unused and overgrown. It looks like some good old boys from my wife's grandparents' generation squatted gardens out here and armored them up and then died, or else they're in old folks' homes and their stupid gardens they're all neglected and going back to wild. Well, that makes me mad, doesn't it? There's just zero respect for their own. I'm not even from here. It's not even my heritage. Zero respect for their own heritage, right on in their own backyards virtually, and they're ruining it for everyone else. And then waving that word inaccessible in my face. Well, you do that and you're asking for it. I just had to get up there. So, this is the plan. There's an ancient pilgrim road, pathway, that used to run this way to the Booby Temple. Yeah, the Booby Temple. I still have to take you to the Booby Temple, and fear not, we are going to go to the Booby Temple. But you can see, we're not going to go this way because this road here is blocked. This dummy planted his garden right across the path. And we did metal detect that section of Pilgrim Road, and we found some gorgeous ancient coins. I think I might, I'll talk to you about that later. Okay, back here, the base of the castle hill is all armored junkyard, but I thought these gardens, surely they can't go on forever. So if we just keep squeezing between the gardens and the sea, we must eventually find a break and a way up. The only problem being, one wrong step, one slip, and a fellow like yours truly could slide and roll down here and off this cliff and into the sea, or into a shark's waiting mouth, or onto jagged rocks. So we needed to be careful about that. But I'm not going to play you for suspense. I'll just tell you right now, we made it. We made it to the top. Now, that's not even what this is about. I said to Yuki in the car on the way down here, I said to her, Yuki, at least we don't have to worry about Hibagon today. No sirree. Don't even have to give a passing thought to the Hibagon. Today is going to be all about exploring and finding our way up to that castle, being the first people up there, and then metal detecting that virgin castle site, and having a happy picnic, and there's going to be no Hibagon business to mess with us, because really it's unthinkable that Hibagon is going to find his way in here, this, quote, inaccessible castle ruin. Yeah, we're going to access it. But I really don't see Hibagon having any interest in being in here, in this little corner, this sliver of land between these houses and the sea. Well, how wrong I was. And, well, please wait for part 2. Let me play you out with a little song.
Darling, you keep gonna find that ancient castle. It's inaccessible, you know those gardens are such a hassle. But we'll find our way. Gonna have a great day. Gotta level the tech and find some ancient treasure. Calling Yuki in for a day of pleasure, but someone beat them to the top, yeah. Beat them to the inaccessible top, yeah. His name is Hibagon, Japanese Bigfoot. He gone, beat up to it, hey, God.